going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and welcome to episode 3 of my 2014 End of the Year series. Today, I thought it would be fun to look ahead at 2015 and the slew of games that are coming out. I mean, there's just so many. I really think we're in for an awesome year in 2015, assuming they can complete the games. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be going over my 2015 most anticipated AAA games. Now, I broke this down into AAA and indie titles because not only are there a lot of AAA games that are coming out, there are a ton of indie titles that I'm looking forward to as well. So I thought it'd be necessary to just split them out and cover them separately. Now, the first game on the list is a game that comes out, I believe, the end of next month. And it's a game that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I think it got delayed, and I really love the other games that this studio makes, and that is Dying Light. And this is basically the spiritual successor to Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. Now, I know there's Dead Island 2 coming out, but the people that made Dead Island and created that franchise are working on Dying Light. So that's why I'm excited for it. Not a lot of people like Dead Island, but I thought it was a fantastic game, and Dying Light just seems to take all of the elements from Dead Island, at least the good elements, and really just introduce some new gameplay mechanics, such as the parkour and the day and night cycle. And I think that's what's going to make this game so interesting and a lot of fun to play, because not only can you parkour around, and I think moving across the terrain is going to be a blast to do while taking out zombies, but the whole day and night cycle and how the zombies react to that, I think is going to make for some really interesting experiences. And I think this game is going to have a lot of content to offer, just as Dead Island did, though I'm sure some of them are going to be repetitious. But the game looks gorgeous. It looks awesome. It looks really, really good. I wish it would run at 60 frames per second, because we all know that it just looks so much better when it does. But it's still going to be a beautiful game. I think it's still going to be a blast to play. And I can't wait for it, man. It's going to be great. The next game on this list is a game that also got delayed, but I'm very much looking forward to it, and that is Batman Arkham Knight. I absolutely love the first two Arkham games. I thought they were just fantastic. They were well done, and they were well deserving of the Game of the Year awards that they nabbed up. And though I didn't play Arkham Origins, I'm really looking forward to Arkham Knight, because Rocksteady is doing this game unlike Arkham Origins. And the whole introduction of the Batmobile, I think, is going to offer some really, really fun gameplay sequences. I think we're going to see a lot of really cool new gadgets, including, stuff the Batmobile can do, as well as stuff Batman can do. And this game looks amazing. It looks so fun, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, have you guys seen some of the gameplay? It looks stunning. It really, really does. And this game is just going to be more Batman, and that is a good thing. I mean, the Arkham games have some of the best combat out there. I mean, it's just free flow, it's fun, it works really well, especially because you're Batman. And I love the gadgets, and I really love all the different enemies and Batman villains you get to face and encounter in those games. So I'm really looking forward to meeting some new enemies, probably some returning enemies, and just going into the Batman universe once again with the almighty Batmobile. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. Continuing on with my list is a Wii U exclusive, and we all probably are excited for it, or at least know what it is: Zelda Wii U. Now, this game doesn't have an official title or an official launch date, but I'm still a huge, huge Zelda fan. And though I didn't finish the Wii versions of Zelda, I still love the franchise, and I'm really looking forward to this one. And I know it's weird to say this because it's almost 2015, but it's going to be really awesome seeing a Zelda game in HD. And from the screenshots that we've seen from the trailer and the brief, not so well done demo, and by not so well done, I mean they should have showed more gameplay, less people talking, but I digress. It looks beautiful. And the scope of the world that we'll be in, or the Hyrule, the way they've designed it and everything, it looks huge, it looks massive. And I think this is going to be a Zelda game where we're going to see the Zelda formula changed up just a bit. Now, every Zelda game introduces something new and something fresh, and a little different, but the whole traditional Zelda formula that we've known and loved throughout the years has always pretty much been the same. And I really feel like this one's going to introduce something that's going to change that formula, just spice it up completely. And I don't know whether it's going to be the introduction of like Skyrim like elements, or I don't even know what it could be, but I just got this feeling that this version of Zelda is going to be a little different than what we've come to known as a Zelda game. And I think that's okay. I'm excited for it. And I also think that the Wii U gamepad is going to be absolutely perfect for a Zelda game. So I think it's going to be a blast, and it's another one that I'm just really looking forward to. Now, this next game on my list is a rather obvious one, but every time I think about this game, I just get so excited inside. And that is Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. And I love the Uncharted franchise. I think they're some of the greatest games out there. Naughty Dog is just on fire. And after seeing, hearing Uncharted 4, okay, it's coming in 2015, yeah, we're excited. But after seeing the demo with the PlayStation experience, wow, this game, oh my gosh, I'm almost at a loss for words just because I'm so excited for it. Because I think what's so great about this Uncharted is not only the graphics. Okay, we all know the graphics are going to look amazing. Nathan Drake is so much more detailed and all that, blah, blah. I get it. That's awesome. But I think what's going to make this game so awesome is the fact that they're taking Uncharted gameplay and mixing some elements from The Last of Us in it. And we saw it in the demo where he was kind of stealthy, going around, kind of distracting enemies, getting into a fight sequence, hand-to-hand combat. Just the combat looked better. And just the way you traversed around this open area, it just opens up around you. You didn't have to actually kill all the enemies. You could sneak around them and progress through the game, similar to what we saw in The Last of Us. And I think that's great. I think that's an awesome idea to incorporate two of the best games out there, Uncharted, The Last of Us, mix them together to bring us Uncharted 4 and really end the Uncharted franchise with a bang. It's going to be fantastic. And this is a game I can just see myself not being able to put down. So I need to say, I'm freaking excited for this one. Last, but certainly not least on the list, is another one where we don't have an official release date, but I do believe they were saying it was coming out in 2015, and that is Star Wars Battlefront. And this is kind of the reboot or spiritual successor to Battlefront 2, basically Star Wars Battlefront 3, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars to death. I'm episode 7. Hello, I cannot freaking wait. I will be one of those nerds in line waiting for the midnight premiere, but I never really got too heavily into the previous Battlefront games, but I did play them on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, but I just wasn't really into shooters and, those multiplayer type games. But now that I am more involved into, first-person shooters, multiplayer games, this game, I think, is just going to consume me. I just can see myself getting lost in it and just playing it hours and hours on end. And I think one of the things that most excites me is the fact that DICE is doing it. Because I really feel like the Battlefield formula that DICE has created, that DICE is so good at, fits in with Battlefront. Because you have vehicles you can pilot in the game. You have large-scale battles going on. You have different classes of characters to choose from, and different weapons, and lots of different weapons, and different areas and different locations to fight on. And I just think Battlefield translates perfectly into Battlefront. And as long as they can keep some of the good, wholesome Star Wars Battlefront elements in there from the previous games, kind of an homage to that, and really incorporate the Battlefield gameplay to it, I think we're in for a treat. I'm very looking forward to it. And it's going to be so much fun if they can pull it off. And I think this is going to be another game where it's just going to look gorgeous. And being able to get lost in the Star Wars universe is something I think everyone's always wanted to do, but it's never really been done perfect, or at least really well a lot of times. So I'm really hoping they can do it, and We'll see. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Star Wars Battlefront. I love it. Star Wars. It's going to be so good. Well, there you guys have it for my 2015 most anticipated AAA games. Let me know what you guys think about my list, and let me know what games you guys are looking forward to down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know with a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because my final episode is coming up very, very soon, where I will reveal my 2014 Game of the Year. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget about Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and hit that button down below.